G'day everyone, Jason Foss here from the Capricornia Chamber of Commerce, here as usual with President Phil Henry. Just finished a pretty good cuppa at Riverston Tea Rooms this morning. Phil, how you going?
I'm better after my cup of coffee here at Riverston Tea Rooms.
Appropriately caffeinated?
And, well, I had one earlier this morning because we had our monthly coffee catch-up out at Stanwell.
Of course we did, yeah, that's right. Yep.
In concert with not only obviously Stanwell Power Station, but also a new Indigenous business group that's starting up, who want to form an alliance with us. But we're more than happy to do that. That's good for everyone. So now we had a good roll-up. We had a bit of a look around the plant. So, all good.
That was a good turnout, and Stanwell were very good hosts. And it was Stanwell State School, wasn't it, out there
yes.
serving coffee and
cake? Terrific.
Yeah, good morning.
Good start to the day.
Good morning. Yeah. So Phil, yesterday you were at a suppliers briefing.
That's right. This is the Rocky-Gladstone Pipeline, or depending who you talk to, the Gladstone to Rocky Pipeline. But
we're going to say the Rocky-Gladstone.
That is because that's what's going to happen. It's not going to come back. We all understand that. No, this
Gladstone is downhill from us.
Yeah, it is indeed. That's right. Yes, head south, young man. So this was from obviously it was put on by Rockhampton Regional Council, Capricorn Enterprise, Patrice Brown, who was on the steering committee for all of this from CQ Consulting. And really about potential suppliers to that project. We had both the prime contractors there, and that was really quite a useful briefing. They went into quite a bit of detail, a lot of questions from the floor, but we're also looking to follow that up with the other organisations to maybe do some more detailed workshop sessions, particularly for much smaller businesses who may not be used to how you actually contract or how you pitch your bid to prime contractors who are large multinational companies.
Yeah, because obviously there's been, local suppliers getting a fair shake at some of these bids has been an issue and is an ongoing issue. So making sure that we can help, I guess, a local business tick all the boxes, cross their I's and dot their T's. Did it the wrong way around, but yeah, local procurement is obviously a key issue for us at the moment. Yeah,
and it's really more than crossing T's and dotting I's. It's actually, and this is a technical term that you might not know, but beneath the green line. So it's what you see in terms of information that's given to you, and then it's how the system actually works and what you need to be aware of, how to pitch your bid. There's a little bit more there in terms of workplace cultures and systems and all that sort of thing. It's quite detailed and you need to understand it. So we'll be working with the other organisations, Capricorn Enterprise, Advanced Rockhampton and State Development to run something along those lines.
Yeah, so that's in the works at the moment. Watch this space for updates.
Yeah.
So Phil, I caught wind of something just recently. There's a proposal, I believe, to cap rent increases to one a year or something else like that. But we think about the staff shortages and the issues we've got going on. That's not really the issue.
No, exactly right. I think the big word with all of this, Jason, is supply. And it's not just Queensland, it's around the country. So the federal government's looking at this as well and coming up with sort of responses. They don't. I think your point, Jason, is they're not addressing the core issues.
Yeah. So we know the state government has got some programs in place to boost the supply of housing, but it's possibly too little, too late in a way. This is a really serious issue. Everybody we talk to is chasing staff, can't find staff. We need to encourage more people to move to the area, but of course, we need somewhere to house them. So that housing supply is a really big issue that needs urgent attention.
It does indeed. I'd have to say, Jason and I sitting here, I'm not sure we have any immediate sort of solutions. It's going to cost money, basically. Yes. That's the thing. I mean, builders cost money, and certainly through COVID, there's been imbalances, for want of a better term, in the building industry. It's why you've seen relatively well-established building firms go bust because their input costs have just gone up 30%. All their consumables, all the hard stuff that you need to build buildings with. So that there's those imbalances have caused structural imbalances within that industry. So that's as a background, but it's got to be fixed. Basically,
I guess be that as it
is what we're
may,
saying.
it's going to cost money, and it's not an easy problem to fix,
Yeah,
but
no.
it needs to be done. It has to be done.
Yeah, because we need everybody's looking for staff around here for different reasons in pretty much all sectors.
Yep.
And they've got to have somewhere to live. Simple as that.
Totally, yes. I mean, band-aids across the top aren't going to fix that problem. If there's more supply, there's less pressure on the rental market. Rents become more affordable. That's fundamentally what we're looking at. Must be more supply.
Exactly
of housing.
right.
Now we've got a busy couple of months coming up through April and May, Phil.
We do indeed. How do we keep up? We're all volunteers.
It's the duck above with the feet under the...
Exactly right. Paddling like crazy.
Yep.
So in April now, we've got to alight on a date because all sorts of organisations like us have meetings.
So the date's to be confirmed.
Yeah.
The theme will be jointly hosted by John Cook from Computers Untangles and yours truly, and we're going to be looking at AI in the workplace.
Artificial intelligence for you folk.
Artificial intelligence, yep. So I'm actually leaving here and going having a chat with John to sort of finalise the theme. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be talking about some uses for Chat GPT, among other things, and I'll find out in the next half hour or so John's contribution to that. I think he's got some ideas as well, but obviously this is all over everywhere you look, posts about artificial intelligence and Chat GPT. Let's have a look at what you can actually do to implement it and streamline some of the things that you have to do.
And also about the potential impacts on how you run your businesses and what's likely to happen. You know, there's a lot of stuff online, and you might have seen it, but you know, certainly professions like the legal profession, in academia, you know, where is this stuff coming from, and how do you check whether what you're getting is legit, or has it been done by machine, by artificial intelligence? So some insights into all of that.
Yep. So date to be confirmed. If you don't get our emails already, head to the website capricorniachamber.com.au, scroll to the bottom, sign up, and that way, once we get some dates and some locations confirmed, you'll be the first to know. And May, of course, is Small Business Month.
It is indeed, and we have got the new Small Business Commissioner, Dominique Lamb, coming here. She'll be here on the 9th and 10th of May, starting off by meeting with Rockhampton Regional Council and Advanced Rocky here in Rockhampton on the 9th, and then she'll be popping down the coast. She's going to meet a few businesses. Livingston Shire Council is putting on a function that she'll be at and that we'll be at. And then on the next morning, so May the 10th, we're back up here because we've got a chamber members meeting, and it's back on the theme of mental health in the workplace.
So yeah, we've got Jonathan Mammerel from, what's the name of his firm in Brisbane? NB Lawyers, that's right. So they specialise in employment law, and there's been some changes, and I don't know all the details yet, Jonathan will fill us in. There's been some changes to legislation that means part of your workplace health and safety obligations also extend to some mental health considerations as well. So that's an important one to be on top of.
Indeed, yeah, and some of you might know Jonathan was here a couple of years ago when the vaccine mandate started.
And he was at our coffee this morning as well, if you had a chance to.
He was at coffee, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a really practical look at these issues for you. It's your legal obligations. They've changed. Jonathan's going to go, he's, let's say, from NB Lawyers, employment lawyers, and he's going to be going through in some detail. We'll also have Dominique there talking a little briefly about the role of the Small Business Commissioner and what she can do for you. And we're also going to have some representatives from the Rockhampton Hospice Program. So they're looking to start what will be the first regional hospice in Queensland, and we're entering into an arrangement with them to help them so they can help us. So that'll be an interesting insight as well.
So that's a breakfast on the 10th.
On the 10th, that'll be
check the website for details, and you can register there. So that's all we've got for you today. This video's probably been going on long enough, and I'm sure you're sick of watching it thus far, or listening to it if that's what you're doing. So it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We need to think of a different ending, really.
No.